Somebody just said Rotorex.
So what are we working on today? Furry mice?
More fiends.
So we're attempting to we're attempting to revisit the Murray Feist fan that have these ugly blades. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to paint the edges of it a brown color. We're going to try to paint the canes like sort of an off ivory color, just so it's not this horrible stark color. And I bought some shelf liner paper that has adhesive backing, and we're going to try to put the wood grain back on this, and hopefully it'll turn out pretty good. I never done it before. I'm not the best at painting, but anything's better than how horrible this looks now.
Yeah, it's not getting worse.
Yeah, so I guess in preparation for this, let's just take a melamine sponge over.
Is that a clean one?
Yeah, do we want to use a dirty one instead?
No, I wanted to make sure we use a clean one.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, the adhesive might have a problem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you want me to turn the water on?
Nah.
Okay.
I really like this Duracraft fan. I remember seeing those everywhere in the 90s. Those were excellent fans.
Yeah, I had the 4th grade classroom, or maybe 3rd grade classroom. One of those had one of those in there.
Interesting.
I think it was 3rd grade.
So by then, that fan had been pretty old.
Yeah, it was getting pretty old by then. Well, that was, what is that? Was early to mid 2000s.
Yeah. I was in 3rd grade when those were new, so that shows the difference in our ages here.
Well, you're aging a little more than I am.
Well, I'm almost 10 years older than you. These actually aren't even that dirty. I'm surprised.
It probably wasn't used much after it got painted.
No. It's so ugly that who would want to use
Yeah,
it?
if I got taken down.
And I'm trying not to use too much water because I don't want to damage the wood.
Well, as long as you dry it off, shortly after, I think it would be fine. I can get a towel.
Yeah, could you? Let me wash my hands so I don't make them dirty. Which is probably something I should have done before I started. But we don't do things that make sense around here. If that oil filter didn't have rust on it, I would have bought it. And they probably would have taken like $1.
Yeah, I should have gone lower on the phones. When the video will pay for it, but
I actually, as somebody who really doesn't have any interest in telephones, I really admittedly do like that blue. That looks really cool.
yeah, those colored sets are kind of rare. I think I've only come across 2 of them over the years.
I'm going to assume that the batteries in them are probably no good.
Probably.
It's probably a 20-year-old phone at this point, right?
Yeah, those were late 2000s.
Interesting. Look at how much. Look at how much. Look at how much dirt this is taking off.
I don't think you put enough water on that melamine foam.
All right, well, I'll go back again.
Yeah, it doesn't work if there's not a lot of water on
It
it.
has to be like sopping wet.
Yeah, and the blades can get wet as long as you wipe it off right afterwards.
I don't wanna.
Is there a lot of dirt coming out?
No, because I didn't really put much water on there.
You're getting dirt in there.
This ought to take about 4 hours just to clean the blades off.
Yeah. Paint will try faster than this.
Well, the painting for anything is always the easy part. It's the prep work that takes the most amount of time. Which for us, we really don't need to do any prep. Look at that. I think it's taking off whatever this is on here.
That almost looks like kitchen grease.
It does. Now, as a reminder, we do not condone the smoking on this channel. Oh, that was something I meant to tell you earlier. I thought it was funny that you snuck that into that vulgar video. That was like a perfect
Yeah, I figured you'd
application.
like that part.
Wow. Yeah, you're right, it's probably kitchen grease. I'm not going to go crazy with it. It just needs to be clean-ish so that the adhesive can stick to it. I guess if I rub this hard enough with the melamine, I'll probably take all the paint off and get back down to the wood again.
Yeah, you probably could actually.
But that would take all day. And this is already taking...
Gonna take all day.
I was going to say, it already takes long enough.
I just like to put this up here so if
okay.
anything splashes, it don't get onto the
You know, all that nice stuff.
the equipment.
Okay.
I do this even when I'm working here. It's not because of you.
Believe me, I don't take it personal. I would do the same thing. I'm sorry, I didn't even think of it ahead of time. Yeah. All right, I think that's good enough. What we may have to do is maybe sand this with some sandpaper just to rough it up so that the drawer liner sticks to it.
You think it would stick better to something that's rough?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
This just feels so wrong putting water on these things.
Yeah, it's risky. Definitely got to move quick, which is not our specialty.
You don't say. Maybe I can pick up the pace a little bit here.
It's only 45% humidity, so it'll dry quick.
You can just put it outside in the
I
sun.
can even put it near this. Yeah.
We do condone the fans on this channel. And we thank our fans for their support.
Yeah, this has been a rough year. The support is greatly appreciated.
And head on over to JK18. He would also appreciate the support.
Although he doesn't need it as much as we do.
He's got a lot of interesting content, though.
He does, yeah. He tells a great story.
Yeah, I was going to say, the stories are the fun part. I could listen to that guy talk about anything. Oh, look at that. It's taking the paint off.
It's just a shame he cooks the hamburgers for so long.
Those hamburgers were terrible. I hated those hamburgers.
It would have been a lot better if he just took them off the grill a few minutes earlier.
The dirty burglars. Actually, jokes aside, the hamburgers were good, but Jordan and I do have a preference to significantly undercook our hamburgers. Just put a lighter under them and that's about it. These are so ugly. They're getting uglier the more I clean them.
Well, the trend will reverse soon.
Yeah, about 5 hours later. Oh, got to dry it off first, obviously.
All that water he just spilled on the counter here.
I know, I'm sorry. Can't take me anywhere.
It's so dry that it'll evaporate in like 20 minutes anyways.
Probably faster than that.
And that is a kitchen countertop. This one is. That's actually part of the counter that was in here when I moved in. I used that in here, and I used the bigger piece in the studio room.
I would.
I kind of like the counter. It's just the kitchen was too dilapidated to salvage.
Yeah, when I tell my friends about you, I'm like, yeah, he bought a house and it basically had no kitchen. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, it had no kitchen.
It didn't come with any appliances. The only thing it had was dishwasher.
Wasn't it like a really crappy one too?
Yeah, it didn't work good. it was good enough for him.
Oh. Oh, so in other words, it was a crappy piece of junk that had good enough's name on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hair or whatever, whoever made it.
Harrier.
I still don't understand what that is.
You'll have to ask Dan. I couldn't tell you. I think Dan came up with that.
Who?
Dan K.
I don't know who that is.
You would know him. I don't want to say his name on the video just in case
okay.
he keeps a low profile online.
He must have. I don't know who he is.
You'd know him.
I'm sure I've talked to him.
Yeah, you did. He was at the meet.
But I just don't. What does he look like? Is that confidential too?
What's that?
Is that confidential too?
No, I mean, he was probably about my height, wore glasses, and he had his socks up kind of high. A little older than me. I don't want to say where he's from on video, just
Yeah, well,
for privacy
I don't want to
reasons.
expose anybody on here.
I'm wondering if it's even worth covering the back of it. Does it? Well, I mean, I have enough drawer liner.
You probably only have to color the edges, but
I have enough.
you were gonna. I would just paint the back. I wouldn't bother putting the liner on the back. I would just paint it the brown.
That's a thought. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Because you're gonna spend so much time cutting it, drilling holes through it. It's gonna like triple the length of the project here.
Yeah, and with me,
As it is, it's already taking way longer than it should.
well, somebody, we're not going to mention any names or anything, but somebody went the wrong way to go to the Home Depot to get the paint.
Yeah, I mean, you did waste 20 minutes just starting out trying to get the materials.
And we definitely didn't get distracted in the store looking at other stuff either.
No, we were straight to the point. If there was Christmas lights, we would have been there for another half an hour.
If there was Christmas lights, we wouldn't have even done this job today.
I've heard a lot of people saying that there's not a lot of incandescent stuff this year. I knew it was coming, but I didn't think it would come quite too soon.
That's unfortunate. Now I'm going to realize every single time I say that. Yeah, you're right. It was only a matter of time. And let's face it, I mean, Christmas lights in general, LED or incandescent, are just getting so junky now. Like, the spacing on the bulbs is probably going to be 1 inch this year at this point.
Bad.
Like the old Frank sets, the hundreds were 52 feet. 52 feet! That's 6 inches per bulb.
And the wire was nice and thin, so even though you had a lot of wire, it still hid in the tree nice.
Yeah, the downside to the thinner wiring is you can't plug as many strings in without having problems. Like, you only really notice it when the lights blink, but there are downsides to it. But yes, there is improved flexibility with the thinner wire for sure. And I think the thicker wire has thicker insulation too, so it stands up better outdoors in the sun.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have plenty of C9 opaques from Lowe's on hand, but I wish I had bought more of the clear C9s I use on the tree upstairs.
Oh, you mean the translucent multicolor?
Yeah, because they do fade over time. So in a couple of years, I'm going to need to replace those. The bulbs are probably still available though. I bet you can still get the bulbs from 1000bulbs.com.
I was going to say 1,000 bulbs. Yeah.
I get a million ads for that thing out here.
Yeah, there'll probably be a mid-roll ad in this video now for that.
In their defense, I do think that's a good site. I've bought from there plenty of times.
Yeah, and they package stuff very carefully too. And they use
it's delicate light bulbs.
Yes. And they what I also like is that they use biodegradable packing peanuts. So you just pour water on them, and they're made of starch, and they just disintegrate. So you feel a lot less guilty about canceling them out. I almost put the blade in the sink by accident. We're probably already 45 minutes in.
Can you hurry up?
No! You know who you're talking to? You want me to hurry up?
It's a good thing I cleaned this out. I had a feeling we might use it, so I spent most of yesterday cleaning this up. This was just piled with all sorts of garbage. What happened was when I had to put the pellets in here.
Oh.
It's bad because when that, as the year goes on, that space clears out and then inevitably it fills up. And so I had to get rid of, 3 pallets worth of stuff and absorb it somewhere else.
And it looks like it's getting harder and harder to go upwards with storage too.
Yeah, we've pretty much gone as high as we can.
Well, when I move, I'm going to pay for your fuel to come help me move.
I'll pack it in there.
Because I know that between the two of us, we'll bang it out. Well, then again,
It'll take a long time.
but we'll make few trips. Probably be a zero sum. If you had somebody else, they wouldn't put as much stuff, but they'd move faster. So they'd make more trips, but it would take less time.
Well, I moved my entire library in that car.
That's crazy. I could. Oh, sorry.
That's one of the reasons I like that car is because it's small. It's easy to fits in the garage. It's easy to park it, but you can fit a lot of stuff in there.
Okay. We are the done with this. We're
About time.
We're the done with the this. Speaking of the done, hello Aaron. Does he ever comment on the videos?
He usually comments on the telephone videos.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't watch much beyond that.
Okay.
At least I don't think he does. I'm not sure.
The okay.
Great. What's
So,
next?
Well, we got to sand them, scuff them up a little bit, and then go paint.
Okay. Somebody say something about that shirt.
Okay, so now that it's like 9 hours later, I finished rinsing these blades off, so I'm just going to scuff them up real quick with this. And I do mean quick. I'm just going to kind of...
While you slowly do that, I'm going to get rid of it.
While you slowly do that. Does the letter H like ceiling fan videos, or does he like regular fans better?
I think he claims to not like ceiling fans, but I think it's only because he can't use them.
It's only a matter of time, though.
Just like with the air conditioner.
And Christmas lights.
He'll like them eventually.
Yeah, he'll probably have a horde like we do. And when you find something you like, you can never just have one of them.
Correct. Especially hair conditioners.
Or Cool Operator Juniors.
Or cordless phones.
Meanwhile, the first Cool Operator Junior just turned 18 years old and shows no signs of slowing down. No chatter in the bearings. Great coast down time. I haven't oiled it in 2 years, so it is due.
Does it have PSC motor?
It does. I'm surprised the capacitor's still good. By my estimations, it has about 60,000 hours of use on it.
That's a lot.
I know.
Those motors are typically only rated for about 50,000.
But it gets oiled at least every 2 years. But I only started doing that maybe 5 years ago.
So that ran quite a long time without any additional lubrication.
I did, well, before I started watching your videos, what I used to do is I used to put a couple drops around the shaft, which is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as, you know, getting in the wicks and everything.
Correct.
I'm trying not to sand over the table because I don't want to get a bunch of dust on these bags.
Well, we can replace the bags.
Oh, okay. Or we could flip them over, I guess.
Or we could blow them off.
Yeah, because
they might have junk on the other side now from the dust.
yeah,
on the
because
table.
I don't want to put these down after I paint them and then get dust in the paint. You know
We'll
what I mean?
just get them
You could use them for something else, right?
in. I can use them for the trash can later.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not just going to cancel them out because there's all the dust on
No,
them.
it would be stupid to do that. We don't throw anything out around here anyway.
Well, 99% of people just dump the pellets out and throw them out and think nothing of it.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm actually working as fast as I can here.
Did you put any WD-40 on there so it doesn't clog up?
No. I was waiting for you to make fun of me for that. When you're doing metal, that's where it makes sense.
It's probably true. I just have never heard of it before.
Yeah, the paper lasts a lot longer. Well, when you're sanding like paint on a car, they will wet sand it so the paper lasts longer. I guess I could have wet sanded these.
And more moisture on the MDF blade.
Yeah, and like the crappiest type too. Although to be fair, this is a very good fan.
Yeah.
I have to give credit where credit's due. I can't wait until this is done. These are going to look so nice.
I think it's going to come out good. You know what else might come out good today? A cheesesteak.
I was wondering when you were going to start asking about cheesesteaks. I think I'm going to have a chicken parm grinder.
Oh, you're just assuming that we're going there?
Well, where else are we going to go?
Aldi's.
You said you didn't have any food in the kitchen, so...
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about cookies because I brought some.
Well, that's good because we're running on a low budget here this month.
I mean, her cookies are better, admittedly, but those cookies are excellent, the ones that I brought. Probably should have done this with a mask. Probably not good to be breathing this in.
Yeah, it's windy enough. I'm sure it's blowing it away. We could have put that big fan on.
What? We should use that while I'm painting it.
Good.
Actually, after I paint it, we should use that. It'll dry really, really
Blow 'em
fast.
right off the table.
That's what I'm worried about, though. That probably costs more to run than an air conditioner.
It does. It's 12 amps. You get 12,000 BTU of cooling out of that much power.
I don't even think the 14 pulls that much that's in the garage.
Probably doesn't. But that thing is abnormally efficient.
That's that Matsushita compressor.
Japanese quality. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, so I really wanted to meet him before. Now I really, really want to meet him after you told me that. Interesting story. So I was picturing him looking like Mike.
No, not even close.
I know, well, clearly not. like a younger version of mine. I think the silver lining in all this, though, is that all the paint that they put on here is protecting the cane from, like, crumbling and falling out.
That's true.
Because the one that my grandparents had when we sold the house, the cane was actually falling out.
Yeah, it does break down over the years.
Which is all the more reason why I should have taken that fan before they sold the house, because there was no way the next owner was going to keep it.
Oh, you know that was thrown out immediately.
If you didn't like fans, I would throw it out.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Fair enough. How would you not like fans?
Well, we're a little, strange. I hate that unit.
Maybe next year we'll get that thing out and test it, see if it still works.
Probably not.
Probably lost all the gas.
It has like 12 hours of use on it.
That thing couldn't cool that living room for nothing. I almost want to just put it in put it in the computer room or something, just to see if it could cool part of the house even.
It could probably do the whole house except for the living room.
Yeah, probably.
It would be loud as sin, though.
And the temperature regulation would be all over the place. If I recall correctly, that allows for 6 or 7 degrees.
Yeah, that's
swing.
that's unacceptable.
That's a lot.
It's starting to get down to the wood. You see that?
Yeah. We probably could get it back if we spent the time, but
It's going to be a lot
it
less
would take
effort.
forever.
It's already taking forever. Imagine
Yeah,
how much
even
more
worse.
forever. This might be the only thing we end up getting done today.
It probably will be. Whoa.
I'm quick. Well, actually, my reflexes are quick, okay? Got to put that disclaimer out there. My work is not. Actually, off camera, I have an interesting story to tell you about what I'm doing next week. I think you'll find it very interesting. All right, let's rinse them off and then we can paint.
Okay.
The okay. Yeah, I'll put these down like this because I don't want to get the surface dusty that I'm about to put them on after I wipe them off.
That surface.
Okay, so real quick, ha ha ha. I said real quick, ha ha ha. Let me wipe these down.
Real slow, more like.
Real medium. I mean, you could paint over the dust, but you can't put the paper over the dust. Because the dust is paint, so...
It's better to take it off.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see some of the wood coming back.
I don't think you'd ever get it off the cane part, though.
No, it's a fool's errand otherwise. I've been looking forward to this for months. Pretty much since we put it up and I saw how ugly it was.
Yeah, I figured since we already know how it performs, we can just install it down here. I think that installing it on the ceiling doesn't give a good representation of the way it works, but we're mostly interested in the way it looks at this point.
Maybe the good appearance will make it run even better.
Oh, it might push more air now.
You know what I think they did? I think they might have used spray paint and they might have brushed over the paint while it was wet.
That's a possibility. Whatever they did, I'm sure it didn't take anywhere near as long as this.
Well, nobody takes as long to do anything as us. Probably could have pulled the engine out of the Jeep by now. Oh, you wouldn't believe how many of these I found in the house. There must have been 50 of these. Next time I go there, I'm going to take some home with me. I have an idea. Why don't we put them in the dishwasher?
Oh yeah, they'll definitely survive. You can put it on high heat.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind sometime throwing the shades in the dishwasher. I'm curious how they would clean up. I'm sure, joking aside, I'm sure those would actually survive just fine.
Yeah. We could do it today if you want.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't do it just for that. If you have other things you're washing, wait. Could you do me a favor before we start, really putting this back together? Can you take a couple of pictures of these so we can do a before and after and maybe even put that as a thumbnail or something?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I think it's going to be a huge difference. We
can just take a frame
Okay.
out of the video.
Because I think it's going to be an unbelievably big difference.
I think so too.
Did I just put one of the ones that I wiped off down there?
Don't tell me you got to do it over now.
Well, these two are done, obviously. I guess I'm going to use up a whole sponge on this, surprisingly.
Yeah, they don't last very long.
Well, they're only 10 cents a piece or something?
Not even. I mean, I'm not one for disposable products by any means, but those work so well. I mean, you can't argue with them. I literally have 200 of them sitting right here behind the cleaning area.
Yeah, there's probably still 180 left in the box. The box. Jeez, it sounds like a farm in here again.
Now we just need that rooster.
I'm surprised he's not squawking right now. He was about a half an hour ago.
Might be out to lunch.
Well, that's something that we can do while the paint's drying.
Yeah.
Chicken parm. Oh!
What?
I also found, because there's two refrigerators, because of course, there was Yoo-Hoo in one of the refrigerators. I have no idea how old it is, and I guess it's just such crappy stuff that it technically doesn't go bad.
Yeah, it's so processed and fake. There's nothing in there to go bad.
I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to get that for me, because she's probably like, oh, kids like, that stuff was awful. It was so gross. I loved chocolate milk, but I did not like Yoo-Hoo.
I don't think I've ever had either one.
Chocolate milk?
No.
Chocolate milk is delicious.
Does it actually taste like chocolate?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you get a glass of milk, you put chocolate syrup in it, you stir it up, and chocolate flavored milk. It's delicious.
Interesting.
Yeah, look, you can see the woods exposed in this corner here. This was such a great idea, this whole setup, the sink and the dishwasher downstairs.
Yeah, I'm glad I put this in.
Because you don't really want to wash your hands when they're full of like really nasty stuff in the nice kitchen upstairs or in the bathroom, and then make that sink filthy.
Yeah. Nor do I want to share the food dishwasher with all the nasty things that go in this one.
That's fair.
Though I have used this one for dishes on a rare occasion. If I have a lot of stuff, if I have a big party or something, I have extra dishes. I will use this one. It's probably fine. It boils the water in there. It's got to be sanitized.
How much was that sump pump? Actually, that was already here, right?
No, I put all this in.
Oh, okay.
Because the previous owner took the washer output and brought it all the way up to the ceiling and tried to force it out, with the machine.
Pretty sure that it's not designed for that.
It can't do that.
That's too high.
Of course, the house didn't even come with a washing machine, but when I got this one, I knew that was wrong, so we got this. Plus, I figured at some point I'm going to put a sink down here anyway, so it would be dual purpose.
Okay.
Now, if I could do it over, I would have put it on the floor, not on top of this pallet, because the sink is a little bit higher than I'd like it to be, because it has to be able to drain into there.
Oh, so for ergonomics, you'd want it a little bit lower?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too, because it's a very deep sink, and you don't want it high up. But it wasn't worth re-plumbing the whole thing. I'm not much into plumbing. I can do it, it still works, but it's not my favorite.
All right, I think we're ready.
Lots of fiends today.
October 4th.
Unbelievable.
And it's going to be 82 degrees today.
Oh yeah, it's already 79. It's only 1 o'clock.
Just wait until 4.
42%. What a beautiful day.
Those pellet bags are like the best thing ever.
Yeah, these are great. I use these all the time.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to paint the cane. Is it okay if these hose reels get a little bit of incidental paint on them?
No, I'll move them.
Okay.
They barely work as it is. I don't want to make them any worse.
Okay. We'll start shake, rattle, and rolling here.
Try not to get any incidental paint on the can or wrong.
What'd you say? Spray it over the lens?
Because then the videos might be a little blurry. Maybe just stand in front of the camera while you spray it.
Okay. So let me stand right here. What in the world? There we go.
Is it locked?
I don't know what it is. We
Does
do
it
not
smell
condone
okay?
the huffing on this channel. Really not much of a difference.
Hopefully it dries darker.
I almost can't even tell. That's a disappointment.
It's a little better. It's only like 1 or 2 shades darker though.
I think it'll still look much better.
It has to.
I was hoping it'd be a little more yellow than that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh well.
Maybe it'll get darker as it dries. That doesn't look like the cap at all.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Yeah, it is a little bit lighter than the cap. Oh well.
Maybe we got ripped off.
I don't think it really needs all that much more paint. I'll go over it again, one more time, and then I'll flip them over. Give it about 5 minutes to dry.
It almost looks like it's darker on the bag than it is on the blade. Maybe it does need a thicker coat.
No, don't do that! Ugh. Ah. The stupid bag blew up and touched the blade.
Oh no.
Okay. Let that sit for about 5-10 minutes and then I'll flip them over. Yeah, I am a little bit disappointed with this color. Maybe indoors it'll look darker.
Yeah, that's true. If you put it up against a soft white light bulb, it might look better.
Well, this is one of those cans that sprays upside down. Wipe tip off before storing.
Don't tell me what to do.
Mod Podgy.
That stuff worked. There's no smell on the machine.
Nope. And we do not condone the smoking on this channel.
Oh. I gotta check to see what time that deli closed. I think it might close at 2 o'clock.
Uh-oh. Okay.
What time it is now?
1:10.
Let me check.
I mean, we could drive there to save a little bit of time. I'll, take us there.
Shuts at 2 o'clock today.
Okay. Well, I guess we should head over there then.
Normally I shut at 4, but I guess on the weekend it closes a little earlier.
Okay. Well, we should head there now then.
Probably should.
Okay.
You want to attempt to paint the other side first, or should we wait till
No,
you
we
get
don't have
back?
enough time.
Okay.
Okay, so what I want to try to do is put something underneath these.
Okay, let me get some.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I was saying off camera, the edges of the blades probably won't get paint and it'll be really obvious. This is the nutmeg. No, warm caramel. What am I saying? Nutmeg, I think, was another color in the store.
Cut some small pieces of this.
Perfect. Yeah.
This is from the pallets, and of course, where'd you throw that out? These are enough, I might use it for something.
We don't throw things away around here.
As usual, here we are using it.
This video is going to be like 8 hours by the time we're done.
That'll be the first time. Typical.
I'm glad it was on film. Why don't you throw it out?
Because we might use it. Okay, I guess every piece is going to break like that. That's annoying. It wasn't doing that when I first cut this up. So we 10 pieces?
Yeah. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5,
Just cancel that one out.
6, 7, 8, 9. So one more.
What about those ones over there? Does that count?
Which one?
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'll
got
put
that.
one more.
All right. Perfect. Cancel it out. They almost canceled me out. And he has like a big, loud, booming voice too.
Does he work quickly?
He's almost 80 years old. No. Although he probably works faster than I do. I think a turtle works faster than I do, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty low bar.
Yeah, or a slug. Not that you probably believe me, but when I'm by myself, I work a tiny bit faster.
Well, like a 5% increase in speed?
Maybe 10%. Yeah, this is perfect.
See, it's a good thing I kept it.
Throw it out!
That paint looks so much more yellow on the bags than it does on the blades.
I think it'll
Did it-
really stand
Did
out.
it change at all as it tried?
Not much. You almost can't even tell. I bet on camera you can't see it.
I can, but it's not as much of a difference as I was expecting.
I think it's going to be a lot more noticeable once you put the paper on there and it's actually, dark brown.
That's true.
Probably just went
Make
on
sure
the
you
can.
get those edges thoroughly.
Sorry for getting some on the...
That's okay. I'm not worried about it.
I really hope this isn't going on the cane. I don't think it'll reach. This actually looks much nicer already.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, it goes in the can. We just have to repaint it.
Actually, it doesn't look half bad. That looks much better already.
Yep.
In fact, this wouldn't even look half bad just in this color.
No, it wouldn't. It would be just satisfactory.
probably all over the cane. All right, let that dry for a few minutes. I think the satin was the best choice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still. Oh, this always attracts bugs.
Oh, well, you have to put on a fan.
Problem with that is that'll cause other issues. Yeah, there is some overspray on the bottom. Oh well.
Well, if it gets on there a little bit, it's okay. It just can't reach the center.
It probably is getting to the center, unfortunately.
Well, then we'll just have to repaint it.
Come on.
It's always windy here.
It's better than where I live.
At least it's not a salt wind.
Yeah, the problem is the closer you are to the shore, the more wind you tend to get.
And the more salt.
Yeah. Get that right. My father's really good with spray painting things. This looks great. I might have overdone it a little bit.
Well, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see that side anyways.
That should be it. Didn't really get the greatest coverage on the edges here. It's better than it was.
Is a bag sticking to that second one from the left?
Yeah, I have to put a rock on there or something.
See, if only there was a couple around.
Needs to be heavy enough. There you go. Oh God, I can spray this upside down. Stuck to this now too.
think it's a really good color for the edges.
I think I used way too much paint. I'd love to put this out in the sun. How much trouble would it be to move this?
The whole table?
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Okay. Even if we each grab one end?
I mean, you can try it, but it is.
Let's leave it alone then.
It is not a lightweight table.
Okay.
It was built with old wood. It's heavy.
Okay. Yeah, that's the wood when it used to grow slowly.
Yeah.
So
It's so dry today. It should dry just from here.
I know, but I used a lot. I think I did a decent job though.
Yeah, that looks reasonable.
Looks like a bar of milk chocolate.
Chocolate milk.
Alright, I guess while we're waiting for this, we can work on that other thing we were talking about.
Yeah, we can.
Surprise the viewers.
Secret project. The paint is reacting with the bag and it's causing it to crinkle up like this. And then the bag is sticking to the edge of the blades and it might be the ruined.
The okay.
Oh, this is not okay. This is the unfortunate.
Well, it is what it is, right? Nothing I can do.
Well, sure, it's not what it's not.
It isn't what it's not. The oh well.
Pretty much.
Alright, I might have to put them on something else.
You think it's going to continue to crinkle?
Yeah.
What else is there to put them on? You want to put them on fresh bags?
Yeah.
How are we going to,
Mosquito one of
okay.
those.
How are we going to move them?
I think I can, like, do this.
I don't think we can move them at this point.
That's
'Cause the edge of the blade is what's important about this, and you're gonna mess it up if you try to handle it.
Okay, well, it's not what it isn't, so.
And hopefully, within the next few minutes, it dries enough to the touch where if the bag hits it, it's not gonna wreck the finish.
Well, maybe if somebody used so much paint.
I wasn't responsible.
I
for
didn't
the
say it was your
quantity of
fault.
paint.
Well, it did look nice.
How much got on there?
Enough that it looks crappy.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. At least that's something fairly easy to fix.
The downside is, like, the brown came out really nice.
Yeah, this was a very good color for the edges of the blades. I think it's kind of similar to what it would have been originally.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just get up real close with the other paint. I don't like painting that close, but I kind of don't have a choice.
Does it seem like it's fully dried?
Mostly. Yeah, it's...
I'm surprised that much got under there.
Well, I had to really go in there to get the edges. That was the problem.
Well, that was unavoidable.
Oh well. I figured whichever side I painted first was going to be wrong anyway, so... Well, it seems like the wind has stopped for now.
It won't last.
Well, I'll take advantage of it while I can.
You're gonna have... Never mind.
Trying to be a wise guy about something, aren't you? I know I work slow. Look, I got some chocolate syrup on there. It is still a little bit tacky. Okay. Once more into the bleach. And now for my next trick. All that brown stuff's gonna turn into this colored. Okay. That looks like it's got pretty good coverage. Right? I can only do so much about this. You should never paint this close.
But sometimes you have to. What happened?
I got a little bit too much on there.
Well, it's gonna get covered anyways.
Well, it's probably as good as I can get it.
Well, certainly better than it was. Ah, that might have been, was that a fatality there?
Yeah,
Somewhere.
it'll never be perfect. It is what it is.
Yeah, you won't see it once it's up on the ceiling.
Okay, so we'll give this a few minutes and then we'll come back and put the liners over it and it'll look great.
There's another squirrel digging up the yard. See? It's doing it right now. Go figure. Of all the places in the yard it could be, it's going to hide right behind the fence. Unfortunately, all that stupidity didn't get on the video. Is it wide enough to get 3 blades out of it?
Ooh, that might be cutting it close. Let's see.
You might have to, yeah, switch the orientation. I think you can get 3 out of it.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be really annoyed if I. Oh! I barely have to use any of this.
Wow, this is great. We won't have to cancel out much at all.
Yeah, well, it would have been better if I didn't drop the roll and crinkle the end of it. That was pretty stupid.
It got the crinkled?
It got the crinkle. The oh well.
I gotta throw this other battery on the floor so that it'll charge up.
The okay. Imagine it hits the blades that I just painted.
I wish I understood why this works. It only works with nickel cadmium, not nickel metal hydride.
You're really smashing the daylights out of that.
Well, you need to get it to charge up again.
Alright, so where are there some... Okay, these are not stupidly large.
Do you want smaller ones?
Let me see how this works. It really is... You know what? I'm going to do something that I don't do often enough. I'm left-handed, so... That's part of the reason why I always block the camera.
I can plug this in over here then.
So
Try to do things that make as much sense as possible.
we don't do things that make sense around here. I probably could have cut this a little bit larger.
Do you want to put on a fan?
No, because then it's going to blow this around.
We don't have to use a 3733.
Oh, that's alright. I don't think a pencil is going to write on this. Do you have a pen by any chance?
Yeah, I do, but you don't think it'll cut through it? You want to use a marker instead?
Well, I want to mark it where I have to cut it.
Okay.
Because it's not straight, it's tapered. Geez, imagine how many fans you could fix with this.
The other thing that would be helpful is a straight edge, like a level or something.
What?
If you have a straight edge, like a level.
How big?
Nothing too big, just so I can draw a straight line on here.
Like a 12-inch ruler?
Yeah, that would work.
I have I have some bigger levels, but they're very
No,
large.
no, that size is fine. We'll get there. We're working on it. Where's that roller? Did I bring the roller down here? Oh, there it is. Because I blocked the camera. I'm thinking, what I should probably... Yeah, that level's actually perfect.
It is magnetic.
It's okay.
Well, it might stick to the scissors. That's
Might
all.
stick to the fan blades.
No, they're wood.
What kind of a junky level is that then?
I don't have any wood magnets.
Why not?
Oh, I guess because they don't exist.
Not with that attitude.
They've all been canceled out.
Come on, Spider, you can't hang out in here.
Can you cancel out that spider?
We do not condone the canceling out spiders.
Well, if they're in the house, all bets are off. If they're outside, I don't mess with them.
Okay, so in theory I should be able to... Oh, that didn't go well.
Is that a new blade?
It certainly is. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. This is very, very difficult. You got to be really careful with this.
Don't rush.
Who, me? What are you, out of your mind? Okay. Okay. So come on. You know what's a little bit frustrating about this is that peeling this wax paper off is just going to get harder and harder. Okay. Almost put it on backwards.
Yeah, I wonder if I could use this on the cabinets in the garage.
I don't see why not. It's meant for stuff like that.
Yeah. Because that would make those cabinets much more appealing. How much a roll this cost?
It's like $15.
Oh, that's not bad. What if I could stick it to all the doors too? I actually might try that. I might try to put it on a door.
Alright, so this is the scary part now.
Ah!
Ah! It's cutting around the cane. There's like no room for error here.
I suppose if it came down to if you made a mistake, you could just stick another layer on top of it.
Huh?
That's pretty good. It does have much more of a yellow tone to it now that it's inside. Of course, we don't have a cane fan down here to compare it to.
I don't know how these guys that like vinyl wrap cars do this.
Probably because they do it for hundreds and hundreds of hours at a time.
That looks great. Is it perfect? No. Is it a million times better than it was before? Yes.
When it's on the ceiling, you won't even be able to tell.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Unfortunately, I strayed from the edge here, so
That's unfortunate.
get kind of a rough cut, and then I can go back and clean it up.
I think the only thing that might have made it better is if we had painted the cane with a brush and really got the paint
Yeah.
into all the little grooves.
You think we work slow now?
Oh, it would have taken for hours, but
That looks so much nicer, though.
it really does.
It was ugly before. Like,
It was unusable.
it's getting really hard now in this corner. You know what I need to do? I need to use that other blade. I need something with a little more precision to it.
Hmm.
I was hoping not to. This is going to take a long time.
Gosh.
Yeah, see, it's really hard to keep the edge correct.
But again, once it's on the ceiling, you're not going to notice those minor edges.
pretty convincing.
I'm convinced.
Okay.
I can't charge up this phone.
Now, trimming the edges around the rest of this is also going to be very difficult. I guess as I do this on more and more blades, it'll get a little bit easier.
Oh, that knife works pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, I needed something like that for super precision. Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. You know, I wish it came out a little bit better, but...
You know what you might also be able to do
Whoop. Careful. Don't push the edge up there.
to clean this up is take a brown marker and just kind of
Yeah,
cover up that, because that is kind of noticeable there.
So what I need to do now, and I guess I need like a cutting board or something, so I can just kind of trace around the blade with this. Do you have a cutting board I can use to do that? So I don't, because on the rug it's going to be really, really hard to do that.
You mean like a food one?
If possible, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I also have just like pieces of wood.
Something that's very flat, that I can go over this with and get the final cut on there.
Let me see if I have a piece of wood big enough. I think I should.
Okay. Alright, after that minor injury. This is something you may want to like run at 2x speed or something on the video, because this is just
look like we're working at normal pace.
That really hurt. Oh, that's great. I'm starting to peel the paint off the edges. I guess there's really just no easy way to do this. All right, one down, four to go. That's it. It looks pretty convincing to me. Where's that piece of contact paper? Come with me. There we go.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. You know, it's got a couple of bubbles and wrinkles in it, but hey,
A 30 or 40-year-old can wouldn't be perfect anymore anyways.
no, it'd probably look like garbage. Actually, the cane doesn't look half bad. It's not as stark as I thought it would be.
No, that's actually quite good. And all these little imperfections here, that could just be fixed with a marker.
Well, you'll never see that because that's where the blade iron is anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with this. I'm not satisfied that I cut my stupid finger, though, with that blade.
Well, that was user error.
Yeah, well, that was stupid is what it was. Sometimes smart people do stupid things. It happens.
And on a rare occasion, dumb people do smart things.
Well, something stopped clock, right?
Yeah. Busted up clock is right twice a day.
The Cortez clock, or
A busted up quasar clock. Coolzars.
Cools
QU arts.
Q arts.
He said it so many different ways.
Man, that dog is annoying.
Well, that's what happens when there's no HOA. But of course, the return side of that is I can put streetlights all over the yard and nobody can say anything.
Okay. Wow, we're gonna end up using a lot less of this drawer liner than I thought. Okay, well now for the fun part of trying to peel this wax paper off.
What the heck? I just serviced this a couple days ago.
Did the break?
And it's all stiff again. Or was this a different one? It must be a different one then. Well, where's the one that's usable?
Oh. I don't live here. I don't know.
Hopefully it frees up in a minute or two.
Freezes up.
Freeze!
We're freezing?
Not today.
It's 82 degrees.
Peaked out at 85. I guess with some margin of error for the sun.
Q Arts.
QU Arts.
This roller is a big help. Of course, I am getting some bubbles in this.
You won't see him once it's on the ceiling.
Oh, I'll know.
Don't.
Don't know.
Forget about it.
Qzart. Q Arts. QR code. Let's see if I can do this without slicing my hand again. Well, I wasn't even... That's the thing. I didn't slice my hand while I was cutting the paper. I sliced my hand while I was walking over to talk to you.
So it's my fault.
No, it's my fault for being stupid. Quay Arts. So that should... Unfortunately, that's the easy part. The hard part's the cane section. This is kind of bumpy.
Is that damaging the finish?
Sorry?
Is that wood damaging the finish?
No. Actually, you know what? From here, I can't even see it. Roll it over.
Because we could put a piece of cardboard on top of that to smooth it out.
I think the problem is some crap got onto the blade underneath the paper.
That's unfortunate.
Is that your favorite saying today? Actually, it doesn't look bad like this. I mean, on video you can't really tell.
And once it's installed, you're not going to really tell either.
Oh, I'll know. I will know.
You'll know, but you're not going to see it when it's up on the
Oh, I'll
ceiling.
see it.
Well, if you're standing on a stool looking right at it, maybe.
Well, how else are you going to install it?
I don't know, maybe just look at it from the floor.
Oh well.
Oh, there goes the helpful roller.
That's unfortunate.
How did I get so far off track there? It's probably because I'm going too fast.
I didn't know that was possible.
You know what I think is happening is this blade's probably getting dull already. That didn't even break the right way. Well, these pliers are kind of screwed up.
Maybe you should use bigger pliers.
I think I'm going to use bigger pliers.
Huh, you don't say.
There we go.
Power the right tool.
It is so hard to cut this around the cane area. I think that's probably what's going to take the majority of the time here. Yeah, the hardest part is this area here.
It's not the...
It's a weird shape.
Yeah. I thought before if we could maybe use a compass to make it easier, but it's not a circular pattern.
It's a stupid pattern is what it is.
Oh, it looks nice.
Yeah, if you cut the paper out correctly, it's nice. Well, that's 2 down. I'm very slowly getting there. Okay. It's so annoying being a perfectionist about everything. Because, like, nothing you do is good enough for yourself. Okay. This ought to take another 12 hours to do.
Perfect.
At least we'll be able to put the fan up pretty quickly because there's not another one there already.
That's why I took it down. I figured we need all the time we can get.
I knew this was going to take a while, but I was hoping it would be a little bit quicker than this.
Well, as long as it yields a good result, which I think it will.
And I did scratch up the edges a little bit, but
That could be easily corrected.
yeah, just paint them again for a 3rd time. Okay.
Yeah, those are coming out pretty good.
I do like the results.
Yeah, I'd say we just take a brown marker to touch that up and then.
Yeah, there's like
They're
furniture
perfect.
markers you can use on stuff like that. All
Do
right,
they have those at the Home Depot?
probably. You know, something I should have gotten while I was there. Oh well. Geez, I can't believe how much I'm gonna have left over. You're certainly free to take some if you want, or even take the whole roll.
Yeah, I would take enough to fix that Kodak, those Kodak blades.
Well, hopefully you could do it faster than me.
Huh.
No, no shot. Ha 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 ha! You think I work fast?
Does it smell good?
It does. It smells like glue, which is really very unhealthy.
Not condoned on this channel.
We do not condone the huffing on this channel. Okay. We do not condone the drugs or drinking. Yeah, this one's coming out kind of crummy. This one's got a lot of bubbles. Well, the surface of these blades wasn't perfect. Believe it or not, the one that came out the best as far as bubbles was the first one. But when the fan's running, you won't even notice it.
Correct.
Okay. Whoops.
What happened?
Fold it over.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
You know what I should do? Cancel that out. So did that Hampton Bay live up to the hype?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good machine. But I expected it to be. It's not like the first one where you talked it down to be a complete piece of garbage. I suppose I could start installing the fan.
There's a novel idea.
It might be worth it to save the time.
With how slow we work, especially me.
I probably won't even be done with it by the time you're done.
Well, let's not get carried away now. Oh, stop peeling off. You're not allowed to peel off. You're supposed to peel off.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll start installing the thing.
Why don't you start installing the fan?
Actually, I have to call my mother too. I'll call her and then I'll install the thing. We'll have to use the, we'll switch over to the lower of the two brackets.
Oh, okay. So annoying. All right, 3 done. I'm not too pleased with this one, but it is what it is.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, I did kind of a crappy job cutting around the cane. It's a little
You
bit
should be not
jagged.
too pleased with yourself, not the product.
No, it's not the product. No, it's 100% me.
Oh, I still think it won't be an issue once it's done the ceiling.
Oh, this is so tiring, though. I'm gonna go get the rubbish bin.
The what?
The rubbish bin.
Probably empty.
Not when I'm done. Exclamation point vents. That's funny that you called it that. We do not condone the canceling out on this channel.
No, don't cancel out much over here.
Perfect. I used like 5% of this roll. Yeah, there's a couple of rough spots on the blade. That's why I'm getting air bubbles. Oh well.
Yeah, well, the fan of this age wouldn't be perfect anyways.
I'm sure this, in the grand scheme of things, this looks better than the actual fan would have.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be defects in the finish over time regardless.
Especially given how much I paid for this stupid thing anyway.
How much did it cost?
20 bucks.
Well, that's not bad.
Well, like I said, the shades alone were worth the 20 bucks.
And then what, $1 in the materials to fix it? I guess
It added up quicker than you might think. Probably spent $30 on paint and this paper. Pardon? Creative covering. Well, we're already 53, 54 minutes in. happen. That's unfortunate.
What's to happen?
I got the bubbles and the wrinkles.
Ah.
Even though I was trying not to. I have a funny story for you off camera later.
Now we're recording 2 videos simultaneously, but they're different videos.
Well, while somebody's working on these blades at a glacial pace,
I'm going to slowly install parts of the fan.
Fan!
The blades are slowly repaired.
it's a fan. You would think that I'd be getting faster, but what in the world is that? Oh, that's the
You tell
Moret.
me, this is your fan.
Let me see it for a second.
This is like some...
Oh, those are the old grommets and other junk.
Oh, we should definitely keep those.
What, the worn out grommets?
Yeah.
We do not condone the canceling out on this channel. No, it's time for a new blade.
Here's the motor housing with those stupid vents.
Easy. This is not cutting right.
That would fit if it wasn't for the outlet being in the way. I guess that was a poor design on that.
The oh well.
Well, I could always just move it.
Well, you could.
Probably never will.
We don't do things that make sense. We do not condone making sense around here.
Because it would be nice to put it up a little higher because it has to lie. Well, it's not going to work.
I cannot tell you how much I hate cutting outside of the cane area. Like it's so aggravating.
That's unfortunate.
Is it?
Yeah, highly.
It's the unfortunate. Wonder if JK is watching.
Probably not. Wait, you want to ask him something?
Nope. I can think of something that he might be doing instead.
Yeah, I could too. Which we don't condone on this channel.
Although, to be fair, there's a reason why those stories are as funny as they are.
I don't think that those stories are all the drinking driven.
You don't think so?
No. Actually, I don't think that they are at all.
What does vaults mean? That obviously was not drinking. Well, we don't think it was.
Well, I hope it wasn't, because then it would be drinking and driving.
That would be criminal. Yeah, unfortunately, I scratched off a bunch of paint on this one.
That is pretty unfortunate.
I just can't catch a break today.
You said it.
You repeated it.
That's what I'm here for.
That's your job. What are you, Pete the Repeat? Ah, that's before your time, never mind. No, actually, that's not saying much. Pete the Repeat Parrot was a toy that you would talk into, and then it would, you know, record what you're saying for like 3 seconds and then say it back to you, but in like a cartoonish voice. Speaking of cartoonish voices, that reminds me of somebody that we both know. I'm not going to say his name on video, but... I wonder what Jay would think.
Oh, I don't think Jay would tolerate 2 seconds of him. I can't even tolerate much of him.
I can't take him seriously.
No, I can't either.
He sounds like a cartoon character.
Even if I had never seen him and knew anything about him, I still wouldn't be able to take him seriously just because of the sound.
I hate cutting this up in this area.
I hate that unit.
You don't say. You sure about that?
Yep.
Do you hate that unit though, or are you just making fun of me?
No, I hate it. That's why I didn't use it much. The temperature regulation is terrible. The cooling is way under what it should be.
I feel like as I do these blades, I'm getting worse.
That's not good.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. It's supposed to be getting better.
Yeah, you would think.
Oh, practice makes worse.
I don't think that's how the saying goes, but okay.
Well, if that's how the reality is, then that's kind of trumps what the saying says.
Yeah, but the saying is better.
But the saying is not playing out in reality.
And we do condone the accuracy on this channel.
Yeah, accuracy is important.
Especially when talking about whether or not people are no longer around.
Yes, that is very important.
Man, this looks awful. The problem is the cane is a rough surface, and like the cutout in the blade is not really very smooth, so it's a little bit jagged. So it's hard to use that as an edge to cut the liner off with.
It's easy to use as an excuse, though.
Making excuses. Lifting with back. Takes forever to find the dolly.
Somebody put electrical tape on this at one point, and now the wires are all sticky.
And we do not condone that.
No, there's absolutely no reason to put electrical
That's
tape
such a dumb thing to do.
over barrettes. It serves no purpose, and it just makes a mess over time.
A big mess.
Now I'm going to put a sticky mess into my brand new electrical here.
Okay.
No, I'm not okay with that. I feel like cleaning these wires off before I do this.
So use glue gun.
I don't have time for that.
So don't.
Fine, I'll just put sticky gross into the electrical box.
Okay.
Oh, the wire just broke.
What, in the fan?
No, out of the electrical box.
The box?
Well, that's why I have it set up this way, so that when the wire breaks, I can fairly easily cut it back and put in a new one.
It was only a matter of time, I guess, right?
Right, because we change this so frequently.
Why do you change fans so often?
Don't worry about it.
What does volts mean?
What is the amps?
What's the power?
What's the power factor?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Power factors have no consequence.
I'm really starting to run out of patience. This better move like 100,000 CFM more.
I think that this Moret is spoiled.
Sounds like you're having a good time over there too.
Yeah, I really don't want to go into the garage to get a new one.
Oh no, it's so far away.
No, good, I got it. Now I don't have to walk a couple feet into the garage to get a new one.
Good thing.
What a relief.
We do not condone the walking on this channel.
So this is exactly why all my electrical boxes are set up with so much extra slack, because sometimes the wire breaks and you can go pull some more in.
Slipped off with the knife. Darn. Darn. Why am I getting worse at this, not better?
Because you're getting angry.
This is not the fair. Should have just paid a vinyl wrap person to do this.
How much did that cost?
About $1 million billion.
Forget it then.
Okay.
You probably would just get laughed at if you put this request into a business like that.
They don't care. They'll take your money. As long as you pay them, they don't care. They probably could have done it in 20 minutes, too. And it would have looked perfect. Although all things considered, for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, this doesn't look half bad. This would have been 1,000,000 times easier if it wasn't a cane blade, though.
That's true.
That mounting plate makes me laugh so hard because it's such overkill.
Easy to work with though.
It's a really well-designed fan. I mean, I gotta give credit where credit's due. That blade looks the worst. And because we don't throw anything out around here, I'll save some of what's left of this paper.
I gotta go in the garage to get another tool.
Oh no!
This is awful.
I hate playing with fans. Boop-a-doop-doop-doo. La-da-da-da-da. Is it?
No, I'm just making it up.
Okay, so it's not warm?
It's freezing.
It's cold? Cold cats. Okay, time for a new blade. This has to be one of the most frustrating projects I've ever done.
Oh, this will yield a good result.
Like I said, a vinyl wrap person, they probably could have done this in 20 minutes.
Right, but we're not vinyl wrappers.
We can't even wrap beets. Can we wrap Christmas presents?
No, I just throw them in a bag and sprinkle the paper up and call it a day. Ain't got time for that.
Nothing wrong with that. Ugh. This better be worth all the effort.
I think it is.
This is going to be such a nice fan, though.
Guess we should probably clean this up with some low-end foam as well.
I don't have a problem with that. Just test it in an area where you won't notice first, in case the finish gets damaged. It probably won't, and I do trust your expertise. Oh, no, you don't.
I don't think I've ever had aluminum foam damage anything.
Okay.
The only thing I know it's not good for, and this is thanks to the letter H, is it can make the translucent blade oscillate when the fan's cloud.
Oh, yeah, because it's an abrasive.
So other than that, I'm pretty sure it's good for just about everything.
Do you think it can fix my crappy cutting on this blade?
I suppose if you wanted to spend a very long time sanding it down with a very stubby abrasive sponge, you might fix it.
Fans. We do condone the fans on this channel. Did you make the phone call you needed to make?
Yes.
We do condone the telephones on this channel.
Especially the home phones.
Well, you made a compelling argument for that.
easy to install the blades prior to putting the switch housing on?
No, I don't
So
think
it should
so.
just keep going.
Yeah, I kind of think you. I don't know if you can. Look at how good the bearings are in this thing.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
I think it's a Japanese bearing too.
Well, if it works that well, there's a good chance it is.
Japan does not make junk.
No.
They used to. Back in the 50s and 60s, Japan was like, if you bought something Japanese, it was crap.
Oh, they clean their act up pretty
They
good.
sure did in the 70s. You are not kidding. Time for my favorite part. I think if I had to do just the back, it would be much easier. It's actually kind of funny. This piece of wood is like the perfect size for this blade. Like the funny remote.
I wish that worked. That would have been great.
That would have been funny.
I'm a little surprised it didn't. It really seemed like it was the same thing.
Well, maybe the AC doesn't know how to play and pause.
Perhaps.
That's probably why. The funny remote, the haha. The ha-has.
That was another unit I didn't get to this year that I wanted to use.
What do you think is a good use case for that one?
I gotta figure out how to put a unit into the computer room better. Because I feel like it's, you know, the 7,000 or 8,000 units would be a good size for that area. Just the problem is that window is so wide, none of the side panels are ever long enough to cover it.
Okay.
This doesn't plug in very nicely.
Takes a lot of force. Ha 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 ha.
Well, I forced it.
You're always forcing things.
You told me it takes a lot of force.
You're always forcing things.
I'll do what I have to do.
Well, that wrapping paper came in very handy. I'm glad you were able to let me use that. I only ended up needing one sheet though.
That's good.
Yeah. The other sheet can be reused because I didn't cut it or anything.
Did you cut the first sheet for some reason?
Well, when I was cutting the paper, the liner, it went through the wrapping paper.
Oh, that's not good.
Unfortunately, it couldn't really be avoided.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
I know what I'm going to do to make this a little easier. I'm going to break off another blade. That's probably why I'm having so much trouble with the cane, is because I'm using the same blade as I used to cut the rest of it.
Did you get those that quickly?
Well, the sharper the easier. That's the problem.
And your posture kind of has a lot to do with how you cut too. What's annoying? No.
You have to jam something up there if it shakes a little bit.
Well, if I remember correctly, last time we tested this thing, it was in very good balance.
Hopefully that wasn't by happenstance.
All the paint and the liner on here is going to knock it out of balance.
Well, the ordering of the blades could be different too.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it was... Speaking of blades, that's what makes this easier to cut out. It only took me till the 5th blade to realize that. That's why it got worse every time.
What makes it easier to cut out?
Having a sharp blade,
Oh.
i.e. a brand new one.
I-E. What is that abbreviation for?
I'm not sure it's Latin.
Oh.
Yeah, this one actually looks the best. Actually, the timing of this kind of worked out nice.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't hurry up too much.
Now that it's like 4 hours later.
I tried to go as slowly as possible to keep up with you.
No, you didn't. You could have gone slower than that.
Where's the hardware?
Probably in the trash.
What?
I probably canceled it out. What specifically are you looking for?
The screws to put the blades onto the irons.
They're on the irons.
Oh.
That's my trick for not losing them.
Makes sense.
Sometimes I do things that make sense. Once in a while. It's not very often, but it happens. Alright, I'm finally done. Alright.
My stomach is screwed up today.
What's that?
My stomach is screwed up today.
Oh yeah?
I ate an apple yesterday, which I think was a little bit too far gone.
Wow, it's got to be bad if your stomach has
I
a
know.
problem.
Well, it was like 4 or 5 months old.
That's not good.
Well, I was hungry.
Oh man, what am I going to do with you?
Nothing. I'll take care of it myself. Is there any fiber washers that go on these blade irons, or is it
No.
just the screws?
No, just the screws. Which is kind of cool that they managed to do it without it.
There's a lot of cheap fans that prove you don't need those washers to make it quiet. You didn't cut out the holes for the
I
blade.
know, I'm working on that.
Oh, well, I can't work on this yet.
I'm working on that.
Hurry up.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine, take as long as you want.
Fine, I will.
You were going to anyways.
Okay, this one's ready to go. I'm just basically putting an X pattern where the holes are. So just, jam the screws through.
So you
there.
tell me to force it.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
You calling somebody?
Yes.
That works pretty good.
Did it? I stopped filming because there's no point in filming what I was doing over there anymore.
Oh, I'm still filming.
And that's fine. For what I was doing, there's no point.
Well, there's always the stupid comments that could be filmed.
Well, it doesn't take 2 cameras to film stupid commentary. It's not like twice as many comments happen with 2 cameras.
Are you sure?
As far as I know.
The audio might be better. Somebody over tightened these screws at one point. You
Really?
can see the indentation on.
Oh yeah. They probably used like a battery-powered drill.
Gotta always set the torque low if you do that.
It sounded like somebody just went, ha!
Considering what this looked like before, this is a major improvement.
I wish I had done this months ago.
Yeah, you could have used this all summer.
I also could have used the Universal all summer, and I didn't do that either. For maximum nostalgia. I had the Glacier Breeze. Wow, that looks really nice.
I agree.
This is a nice looking fan.
The only problem is this rubber isolation ring is making it difficult to line up the...
That's why I only take off 2 screws at a time.
Well, I suppose that would have been good to know prior to taking off all 10.
For such a smart person, I'm surprised you didn't think of that on your own.
Well, I expected it to stick to the motor. Usually they are kind of stuck in place.
My hand's starting to get a little shaky.
Does that clear? Oh, no, it does clear. Okay. I thought we were going to have a clearance issue.
What, with the switch?
No, with the wiring.
Oh.
You see that wire going to that light?
Yeah.
But it clears.
I love how there's no plug on the light.
Who the heck needs a plug?
The light?
Nah, just stick the wires into the outlet.
So it was easy to get the screws in with the holes that I cut in there?
Yeah, they pushed right through. You know what? I think I'm going to use this camera to film the screwing
This
onto
looks
the blade
100
irons.
million times better.
It really does. Can't get a break around here.
There's a breaker in the other room.
Yeah, but those breakers aren't even reliable.
Wow, it's 6 o'clock already.
Yeah, it's almost cookie time.
Cookie time?
Yeah, didn't you bring those cookies so we could eat them?
I did.
I do also have 2 slices of chicken cordon bleu pizza left over from yesterday if you wanted to try
That
it.
is tempting.
It's obviously not going to be as good as it was yesterday, but the flavor should still be there.
You know, from where I'm sitting, you kind of almost never know.
Yeah, once it's up on the ceiling, you don't see the little
This wasn't
defects.
messed with. No, granted, some of the blades look a little bit crappy because I, scraped some of the paint off. I really, not that we had time, but I really should have let the paint dry overnight. I think those are number 3 screws, not number 2s.
They are. That's why I'm using the
Oh, you're
number
using
3.
number 3? Okay.
I know the importance of using the correct size screwdriver.
Yeah, that's a convincing color for the cane.
Yeah, I think it looks perfectly fine.
Looks way better than I thought it would.
I had a feeling it was going to come out pretty good.
I thought it was going to look terrible when I first put the paint on earlier today.
Oh, because it wasn't yellow enough?
Yeah. And it's still not yellow enough, but it looks as good as that super fan upstairs.
Yeah.
This looks way better than if I painted the rest of the fan white.
Yeah, this is a much better solution.
This fan was butt ugly when I got it.
Yeah, white and antique brass just don't mix in my opinion at all.
No, it's kind of ugly.
I don't know, was that even ever something that was sold?
Not that I remember. And you have way more experience with this stuff than I do, so if you haven't seen it, it don't exist. I don't know, maybe somebody in the comments, if they're still watching 9 hours later, can weigh in on that. I think the cookie will be my dinner. This is like the most unhealthy I've eaten in a while.
Yeah, this is pretty bad today.
This might be one of my favorite fans now. It tells the story, like you said, right?
Yeah.
It was hideous when I got it. I've put a lot of effort into making it look nicer. And it looks great now. What I could probably do, not today, is I can get a foam brush, soak it in that spray paint, and just wipe the edges of the blades with it.
Yeah, there's definitely ways you could touch it up a little more.
That would look perfectly fine if I did that.
Yeah, because you can see on this one,
That one I really messed
it's
it up.
missing a lot of the paint. I'm surprised these irons aren't all scratched up. Usually when you get them secondhand, people just stack them up and they get all scratched.
No, I don't remember, but I think that they were in individual bags when I got the fan.
Well, that's definitely how you preserve it.
I wish there was more contrast in the cane, but I did the best with, you know, the constraints I had up against me.
Yeah, well, there was nothing going for us to start with, so I think it's pretty good, all things considered.
I'm glad you took that down last time I came over. It was horror. It looked really bad.
Oh yeah, I couldn't. There's no. It didn't make any sense to have that up when I have other ones that are in good shape.
Yeah, it was ugly. Probably one of the ugliest fans I've seen. I would rate this a 4.5 out of 5 now.
Yeah, this is pretty good now. And if we clean up the housing a little bit and the shades, it should look pretty nice.
I'm surprised how good of a job I did painting the blades.
Well, we got to get a good picture of this before we put it on the fan. I think this is a first for a repair like this. I've never seen somebody try to restore a set of cane blades before.
Well, we seem to have a recipe that works. It's very frustrating, it's very time consuming, but it seems worth it.
Now, it was time consuming for us. It might not be time consuming for somebody else.
That other fan that you want to fix is going to be a big problem because the blades aren't flat.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Well, I think it's just one of the... Oh, I don't know, maybe it's more than one.
Well, don't you have? If you're going to fix one of them, don't you have to fix all of them now because they're not going to match?
Yes.
I would put the liner on the other side of the blade so that it's, you know, two different style choices. I do like the cane better.
Yeah. If a fan has cane, I would never install it without. So for me, I don't care.
I just don't understand why that was ever in style. It's just such a weird thing to put on a fan.
Yeah, I've thought about that too. I mean, it looks nice, but who would think to
It's
do
wicker.
it?
Like,
Yeah. I think I've heard in the past some people say it makes it quieter, but I don't see why it would.
no, because you're removing mass from the fan that way. This is a very attractive fan, though. I know you're not a fan of the vents, but
It's not bothering me as much as I thought it would. Not that I hate it, I just prefer the GE style ones.
you have your preferences. That's fine. This is what I grew up with, so.
Yeah. Well, it's odd because this is what the ones in my uncle's house were.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't know why I don't take a preference to these.
Weren't those also Murray Feiss?
I'm not sure what the brand is. It's a possibility, though. It's also possible they were Crest. Who knows? I mean, we know one of the fans in the house was definitely Crest, and chances are good they were bought at the same time at the same store on the same day. I will actually have a video coming up soon of a bunch of old pictures that I went through
Oh, that'd be cool.
that show the fans in that house, as well as what happened to the fans after the house was sold, because curiously, two of the fans of the original 5 are still in place.
Oh, I remember you showing me those pictures.
Yes, the fans have been modified, but it's very, very interesting that 2 of the 5 still remain. Especially because there was some pretty expensive stuff done to that house. And why would you bother to, let me save $100 and keep these fans?
It's kind of
out
odd.
of style fans.
Right.
Yeah, that really looks very nice. I mean, there's no comparison between how awful it looked before and how nice it looks now.
Definitely. We use incandescent bulbs.
Okay.
And
Makes
what
sense.
else? What else would we use? We need to plug this in.
The end.
Do you want to put the kilowatt meter on
I
it?
was you read my mind. I was just about to say it'd be interesting to see what the power and power factor looks like. Plug it the end. Man, that's hard to plug in. It's shaking.
Yeah, well, it's the ordering of the blades is different. We should have numbered them when we had it up last time and it was in good balance. That's very quiet.
Sure is. I think part of the problem is it's not like a box that goes straight across, so there's only support on one side.
Yeah, the mounting here is a little wonky.
It hums a little bit, but it doesn't bother me. I can barely hear it.
That's noticeable to me, but it's not egregious. I've got to get a better lighting setup in the area here. This is horrible for filming. It looks really nice with the lights in the background. The stained glass lights. I got to get those other two powered on.
I can feel the air over here. It's pretty strong. And this is clearly not an ideal mounting situation.
Oh no, not in the slightest.
Airflow and everything.
I think this hinders performance considerably. Although it's still, I mean, that's pretty powerful for a flush mount. I would put that considerably above average. Although at the same time, a one like this might have an advantage in this situation because it is getting more air over the top of it than it would be under normal situations.
So it's
No, it's not.
65 the watts.
That's
Power
pretty
factor
reasonable.
0.99.
I think Doug's was like $100.
Yeah, that was a cast motor. Here, plug it into this.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to get a. I think I have an extension on the other side.
This switch does need a drop of oil, though.
Plug it into this.
Into the this? That should be a little bit better now. Plug it into the this.
Now we'll need to change the light bulbs.
Plug tight.
I'll put some brighter bulbs.
Okay.
So that when we dim it down, it doesn't just turn into nothing.
I knew that was going to take a while, but I did not expect it to take that long.
Hopefully these aren't all burned out.
Why would you keep burnt out bulbs?
That's a stupid question.
Not really,
Why wouldn't you?
because they're burnt down and they have no purpose. That's a stupid question.
Or does the thing not have any power to it?
You're only sitting at like...
Okay, there we go. Well, I guess 3 of those bulbs are burnt out.
Seriously?
I didn't think that these were bad in there. Those are probably all bulbs I took out of various lamps at the OK Will.
Oh, I see. I thought you put them back in the box.
We'll try these Sylvania Doubly Life ones.
Doubly?
These are the ones that we got from that sale earlier in the
I
year.
remember.
These are made in Pennsylvania, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Hoping they would be a little brighter than that.
Well, it's not double life because it's brighter.
That's true. It's double light because it's dimmer. Well, we can put the fan on low and then turn the voltage up a little bit more. That's good.
I like the it.
Me too. Yeah, those blades look quite nice.
Well, they're better after all that stupid effort I put into it.
It wasn't stupid. The cord is right in front of this camera.
Well, who put it there?
I don't know. Someone that doesn't pay attention.
Why should I pay attention?
So you can
Attention
become
doesn't pay
broke. Oh, I would consider that another highly successful project.
And frustrating. You can really see the pitch on the blades now that it's brown.
Yeah, that's pretty steep for a unit like this. Especially because those are wide blades too.
Well, the performance speaks for itself, right?
That it does. This is about 50% on the control. Low speed on the fan. That's a nice low.
That's an aesthetic low. That's not an air movement low.
True.
Yeah. Although,
With this fan, it might move some air.
meh, I don't feel anything.
No detectable airflow. Yeah, I'd have to agree. There's really not any airflow.
It's dead silent though.
Well, there shouldn't be any vibrations running at half the voltage.
What a nice looking fan.
Mm. It looks good in this space too.
I have a feeling this is going to be here a little while. And now that it's not so ugly, for good reason, it can stay here.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, I really regretted this fan when I first bought it. I just grabbed it and went, and then when I first tried it out on the floor, I said, this thing is awful. It vibrates and buzzes terribly. It looks ugly. This was a mistake.
No, it's a good fan. Just needed some help.